Hello, family. Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy E, the Dividend Passport Bro, back with another video. Guys, you can see my face today. I'm smiling. My jawbone is hurting. Now, the channel is doing great, guys. I appreciate all the likes, the shares, all that good stuff. Thanks to all the new subscribers. Thanks for joining the channel. Thanks for subscribing to the channel and joining the community. Remember to join our Discord. It's a small Discord that's growing, right? But it's growing slowly. But we're going to get there eventually. Okay, guys? Remember, this is not financial advice. I'm just a 32-year-old man. No, I'm not 32. I'm just kidding, okay? I'm just a 52-year-old man that makes video about my portfolio and my portfolio alone, okay? So do not take this as financial advice, okay? I just want to make that quick joke so you guys can laugh a little bit. Guys, on a serious note, right? We are investing for financial freedom. And today, right, we got I invest in some of these extreme high yield stuff. And today, we got the payout for this week with Misty, AIYY, SMCY. Those are the things I invest in. XY, YZ, whatever the name is now. I don't even know. Could have changed the name. But from SQY to whatever it is now. But it is what it is. But we got a good payout this week. And luckily, I feel good also because the market did a little better than the last 2 days. Now, from the gain standpoint, we were able to get back a couple of dollars from the 9,000, whatever 1,000 plus that the portfolio went down this past 2 days. We're able to get some of that back, right? So we back a little bit today in the positive, and that's good. If I look across the board in my portfolio, right, it's not that bad, right? Like yesterday, across the board, I was down like 9 grand. Now I got a bunch of different other portfolios in my portfolio that I manage for my kids and whatnot. But my actual stuff, because I don't really, my actual stuff, because their stuff is in safe positions. I might have one or two crazy high yield stuff in there to kind of keep the cash coming in. But most of my stuff is in the high yield, not in the high yield stuff. Sorry, my stuff is partially in the high yield stuff, but it is what it is as we try to get back some of the money. So yesterday we're down 9. Today we're back up 5. So that's halfway. I don't remember the day before because I'm like a cornerback, okay? I don't remember the last time the wide receiver beat me on the pass. So if he beat me this time, next time I'm going after him to get that to catch that pass and intercept that pass. So this is how I operate when it comes to my portfolio. I only think about the day that I'm dealing with now, maybe the day before. But that's it. I don't go farther back. But we keep it moving and keep moving. That's it, guys. We're here to make money and grow our financial freedom. Okay, that's what we do. Okay, guys. So let me do this real quick. All right, guys. So as you guys can see, market today was all right. Okay, we got some few reds: Tesla, Google, Apple, Nvidia. It's down, but it's not all of the market is down. This is the S&P 500. It's not all the market is down, so that's good. Okay, let's take a quick look at some crypto before we go and look at the portfolio, because there's not a lot changing in the portfolio today. Bitcoin is down a little bit, right? It was at 97 at some point today, I remember. Now it's at 96, okay? Ethereum is still 1,700. It's still fighting, battling, trying to get somewhere, okay? And we get down to my favorite crypto, Shiba. We're back to 16. It's like a up and down, right, between these three guys right here. But it's what it is. This stuff here is $2 and something cents. This one is 17 cents. When is this sucker here gonna get to 17 cents? Okay? Got all these other things in here, got less zeros in them than my Shiba Inu, right? When my Shiba Inu get to 85 cents, I'm gonna be a quadrillionaire. Okay? All these things got like a 20-something cents, 9 cents. Look at that. All these little things here. Way down the totem pole. When my Shiba is gonna get up there? Now this bum here, way down here. We ain't talking about him, okay? But I'm just looking at that, guys. Okay? Whenever my Shiba get to somewhere, I'm gonna be crazy rich. Okay, let's see what Bitcoin. This thing is about to hit 2 trillion, y'all. 2 trillion. It did 60.91 billion in 24 hours. Man, if people say this stuff is not real it's fake. It's not real. It's this and that and the other. Guys, don't listen to people that give you these kind of stupid advice. Okay, tell you stuff is fake, but every day we look at this thing, it's getting bigger than the fat man at the buffet. I'm sorry, guys. This is a joke. I know it's a bad joke about fat people, but take it for what it is. I'm African. Okay, guys. Look at this thing. It's getting bigger and bigger. This bubble is bigger than everything else. Sooner or later, this Bitcoin bubble is going to push all the other bubbles out of the bubble. Okay, guys? Okay. If you look at my portfolio today, we're doing good most of the day. We're up most of the day. Then 7 a.m. it decided to go down. And then by what, 11? What's that? Come on. What's that? 11:10. Took a little dump, and then they go back up 11:45, right? And then that was it after that until the market closed. My portfolio was just fighting. But if you look at it at the end of the day, right? At the end of the day, 11 cents down, and then after hours, it's down 6 cents. So it's actually better than it was before the market closed. So so good. This is a $400 portfolio that right now is generating $100, almost $100 a year. And somebody like, man, what are you gonna do with $100 a year? I can't do much with $100 a year, but this thing when it get to $100 and when it get to 120, $112, $120, I'll be able to pay my my bill that I have with what's the thing? What's the app that I use? One of the apps that I use, I think it's like $9 a month for something. I can't remember exactly now that I use it for. But I use it to watch sports. I watch my soccer when I travel. I try to make sure I have access to different things that I can watch soccer, especially when Chelsea's playing. Something I can't catch the game when I'm in Colombia or in the DR. I have to use one of those apps, VPN in. So that will pay that for a year. And keep in mind, it's going to continue to grow because I'm reinvesting a lot of the funds into other stuff to grow my portfolio. Okay. Now, I didn't buy anything today. I didn't buy anything at all. It's not like I didn't want to. But today was my busy day, Wednesday, and I had to do some work because I still got a job and I had to do some work. So I was just watching the market to see if it's going down or going up. That's it. I didn't buy anything today in this portfolio. So so that's where we are, right? So I got a notification that um, these guys added something about losses and something like that into the app. Uh, I got it on my phone. I kind of look at it on my phone, but I didn't look at it um, on the actual app, the actual computer. Right? I look at it on my phone, but it was something new that is supposed to implement so you can see your growth or what you lost, something like that, profitability, something, your portfolio. I mean, it's nice, but for me, I don't care about all that because I use trackers. Okay, I don't depend on um, these different brokers to provide different tracking abilities that you would get with a tracker. I spend a couple of $100 every year to use trackers. Right, right now I have three that I pay for. Okay, Snowball Analytics, Dave Tracker, and my Track Your Dividend um, app. Right, I use these guys to pay for my freaking to track my dividends. Okay. Um, and before I talk about that, as you can see, my portfolio is continuing to grow. I spent some money yesterday and bought a couple of positions in here, and I only got like $2 left. And I keep talking about this, right? If Chatswap can start doing fractional share, I know I'm just a little pea in the pot of investors, right? But if they can start doing fractional share like Fidelity and Robinhood does, and other people that do it, they will get more customers. They will get more clients. Because for us little people that do investments, we want to invest every single dollar into the market. Every single dollar into the market is key. Instead of it's sitting there collecting, it's in the cloud, so we're collecting cloud dust, whatever. Sometimes I crack myself up. But so basically that's what it is, right? So the money's sitting there, I can spend it until I add something to buy something. For me, it's not what I want. I want to be able to invest every little penny I have instead of have a whole $2 sitting there that I can't invest, buy anything. It sucks. Okay, so Chatswap, I love you guys. Okay, I'm not going anywhere as a bank account. Okay, I just have my YouTube income go to my Chatswap account. So whenever my YouTube money get to Chatswap, I'm going to use that money to invest it because, of course, I don't need that money right now. I'm going to invest that money, and that $50 I'm getting from YouTube every month, we're going to invest it into the portfolio. So I'm not complaining about that either. But I need to be able to invest every little penny I have. I understand you can cut it at $1. That's cool. But I want to be able to buy stuff. Okay, guys? So please, if you're listening, Fidelity, Chatswap, anybody who knows the people at Chatswap, talk to them to get this stuff together. Okay, guys? Because we are little investors. We need some company. This is a big company that we can depend on, we can count on, right? So that's why I use you guys. So hopefully y'all get your act together and give us the opportunity. Okay. Now, as you can see, right, the portfolio is doing a little decent. Now, even though this thing updated, it's not the right amount, but it's close. It's about almost half the what the actual amount is right now. Move my face out the way and do it for today. Usually it change when I move the thing to another tab. It usually changes. But guys, I like this app, right? I like this app. I love it. It's a little more it's a little bit more expensive than the other ones that I own. But I like it. And if you need to use this app, right? You can the link is in the description. You can use it. You can use it. You can access it from my profile here, and I get a smidgen of whatever you pay. I get a discount or something to my portfolio. Okay, that'll keep me. I don't have to pay for the next time. I have to renew my thing. Okay, guys. So if you want to, if you don't want to, you can go directly to the site. It's right there and buy it. Either way, you need something to track your dividends. Okay, Div Tracker, they don't give me a smidgen either, but it's cheaper and it's okay. It's not bad either. But I kind of do it like my credit score. I have three different trackers to track my credit, right? And I have three different trackers to track my money. And I always go with the mid one because the thing always fluctuates. Okay, guys, as you can see right now, it's saying 27.5. It's what we're going to do this month. Now, I believe, right, we're supposed to get paid 5 times this month. Already got paid one. We're going to get paid again on Friday. The second time, we got 3 more payments coming in this month. I believe from the numbers I've seen in the payout from this week, yield max, this is not me counting all my other dividends that are coming in for this week. But just from yield max alone, I know we're gonna surpass this number. Okay. If we just have maybe 2 weeks in the month, I'll be like, yeah, we're gonna do that. But with the extra 3 weeks after we get paid this week to get a check from our dividends, we're gonna surpass this number. Now, if we don't, that may be volunteer PLTY suck and they pay less than $4 or something like that. Then maybe we're not gonna surpass that. But if they pay more than $4 and I'm getting paid again next week and the week after that and another week this month, we're gonna crush that number, guys. Okay. Now, if this don't get your stuff all hot and bothered, I don't know what to tell you. All right. So, guys, this is where we are right now. Okay. As you can see, I haven't bought anything. We got dividend coming in. So, as the dividend come in, this is going to increase. All right. So, as you can see, I was looking in here to see how much money I'm going to get for this week. I'm looking at some of my dividends. Now, let me go down here. Let me do this real quick. Income. Okay. Now, some of this stuff they're not paying nothing. They just have an update. As you can see, let me flip it the other way. I think it's better to look the other way. All right, so we come from the highest income to the lowest income, right? And this is annual, okay? So the goal is to get all these little suckers here, right? As you can see, I'm almost there. JEPQ paying me almost what, 80 something, $90, 90 some dollars, 80 some dollars a month, right? I'm almost there. So once I get to $1,200 in here, I reach that goal. Okay, the same will go down to JEPI. USA is a 600. O it's a 600. CLM is a 600, but with my CLM, I'm gonna get more than that. I'm trying to double this up, get it up, right? And the CRL the same, right? These guys gonna be up there, right? So this is what I'm telling you guys, right? You see my numbers, right? And I'm continuing to build these, right? I'm continuing to build once I get these guys up to a certain point, I go down and stop building. Now, most of the stuff you see in here that is less than $5 or stuff like that, those things are brand new. Okay, you see these guys here, $1. This one right here, right? It's $1. It's one position, some dollars. These are new. Of course, paying $3 a year. That's nothing. But we're gonna grow these up. You see these guys right here, 3 cents, 0 cents. Some of this stuff is nothing yet, but and the stuff that don't pay any shares, like Nvidia, actually is gonna be so. I'm gonna take that money, put it into something else. Okay, this is all this portfolio is dividend portfolio. So guys, you see what I'm talking about, right? All these guys here paying 3 cents, 4 cents, 5 cents, and we're gonna grow this sucker. Okay, so eventually the goal is to have all of my positions. I'm not talking about the Misty or the other stuff like that that pay higher yield stuff. No, I'm not talking about that. Okay, see all my income coming from up here, Nvidia, DIPS, all this stuff is the high yield stuff, crazy high yield stuff, right? Down here, crazy high yield stuff, right? But if you go below, all this crazy high yield stuff. Now, SNOY is crazy high yield stuff too. Eventually, I'm gonna get this up to where it's gonna be paying me, um, my little money, my 1,200, and maybe we'll get more out of it. This is what I'm telling you guys. The more you diversify, it takes a little longer, right? But if you have 50 positions pay you $100 a month, man, that's 5 G's every single month. And you can increase that by growing it. And it don't have to be an extreme high yield or mid yield or high yield, whatever you want to call it. However you handle it. But the goal is to have some income coming in. So eventually, when stuff happen, right, and shit hit the fan, and you don't have a job, and you get laid off, you can survive, right? Because when you lose your job, or when they tell you about to get fired, laid off, what do you think about first? If you have kids, if you have a wife, you're not thinking about yourself. The first thing you think about is them. Like, how am I going to take care of my family? You're not even thinking about yourself. So now when you have a job, it's the time you need to think about yourself and your family, how to help them when shit hit the fan and you don't have no other way. Yeah, you can sell plasma for so long, you can sell blood for so long, you can do all this other stuff, but sometimes our pride get in the way. You don't want to go do no Uber Eats or DoorDash or do an Uber driver with your car, right? Because you're too good to do that. But if you're too good to do that, then you have to have other ways to protect yourself. Because even if you have money in your 401k, 30, 40, $50,000, right? And you take that money out, yeah, that's my sustain you for maybe 3 to 4 months. And guess what? If you haven't had a job in 3 to 4 months, now you broke again. All that money's gone, right? All that money's gone. And you back to square zero. Not even one, right? Because if you get unemployment, if you're lucky to get unemployment, that's what, $400, $500, $300 a week. After they take out taxes, you get $300 a week. If you don't take out taxes, you might get $500. But if you don't take out the taxes, guess what? At the end of the year, when you do your taxes, you have to pay them taxes back. And that's just for a short period of time. What, 2 months, 3 months, however long they give you. Okay? And it's not enough to do it. It's barely enough to buy gas if you drive it all the time. So guys, think about this. Okay? Think about it. Don't look at that number where it says 461,000. That number is irrelevant. Let me change the screen. Okay? I don't know if it make it any better or not, but that number is irrelevant. Okay? Right now we're pushing 27,000, almost 28,000. Okay? As I just said earlier, based on the numbers that we got coming in by Friday, when this stuff start dropping into the account on Friday, this number is going to increase. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But by Friday, Saturday, this number is going to increase because I'm not buying. If I buy anything, it's not going to be 30, 40,000, 10,000, $4,000. If I buy something, it might be $2,000 or $3,000. That's it for this week, for next week. Okay, so this number is going to change based on the dividend we're going to receive on Friday. Okay, guys. So if you look at this number, you'll be like, "Oh man, this dude don't." Guys, half of this money, over half of this money that I'm getting, over half of this money in my account right now is margins. Okay, so if the market continues to take a dump, I'm gonna be in trouble. I'll have to pull money from somewhere else to cover this stuff. So yeah, so this is not all gravy my money. Okay, this money goes into the portfolio, and when it goes into the portfolio, back into the portfolio, my margin number goes down. But what I'm doing, I keep telling you guys is, when that money comes into the portfolio, I'm paying off a credit card or two. Every single time I get paid, I either pay off a credit card or take enough to pay down on a credit card so the next month I can pay it off. I only got another, 3 weeks before I go back to Colombia. And I'm not going to be there long, maybe 2 or 3 weeks, or maybe a month or so. I have to come back for my niece wedding. But guys, this is some of the stuff that I started, and I show you guys my portfolio with a little income that's coming in, those 5 cents, 10 cents. And I get more excited about the 5 cents, 10 cents, because I know when I started the very first time when I was receiving those 5 cents, 2 cents, 3 cents. And when I tell my friends, they would laugh at me like, "Man, get out of here, bro. What are you talking about, man? Why are you so excited about receiving 1 penny, 2 penny?" Right? 5 years later, right? 5 years later, that 1 penny, 2 penny that I was getting that you guys see me still excited about, it changed. Take a look at my Boys in the Hood account right now. Okay, my $400-something account, almost $500 account, estimated for 2025 right now is $195. This is a $400, almost $500 account. It's estimated. Okay, now this is for the next 12 months, of course. Okay, this is annual income for 2025, but this is not correct. This is for the next 12 months because 2025, it's right here. I don't think I'm going to generate that much. Or they just assuming that, the rest of the year, the income is going to continue to grow and it's going to go up there. Maybe, yeah, they're right, whatever. But this right here, guys, that's from a $400 on the account. In the next 10 years, it's going to be $2,310 in the next 10 years. If I don't add any more money in my portfolio, continue to always balance, which is going to, right? But that's why I'm diversifying. I got a lot of stuff that is lower yield, that I don't have to worry about NAV erosion. I keep telling you guys, you don't want to listen to me, that's fine. You can say Edwin didn't tell me, or he only showed me the good stuff. No, guys, that's why I make videos every single day, because some days are better than others. Take today, for example. It's not it's a great day. The market did so great. My portfolio is up $15,000, $20,000. No, but the income that we're receiving to the portfolio is going to help, right? So even if something happened, I was to get a margin call from now until Friday, I ain't got nothing to worry about, because I know when the money get in there, it's going to help me with that call. Even though I don't want one now. I don't want none. Okay, I'm just talking. So don't give me one. I ain't looking for one. But this is the part of the stuff I'm telling you about, right? And look at my Robinhood portfolio. Look at my dividend yield, 39.55%. That's the dividend yield for my Robinhood portfolio right now. That tells you I don't have a lot of crazy stuff in. I got some crazy stuff in that higher yield, but also I got a lot of stuff in there that lower yield that bring my average yield down across the board into the portfolio. Okay, guys, it doesn't mean that I can pump more money into Misty and other stuff that's going to generate me more income. It doesn't mean that. It's just saying my average yields across this portfolio is where it's at. Okay, guys? So pay attention. All right. Now we go to my Fidelity account. Look, you see the dividend yield in there? Yes, it's crazy, right? It's crazy high because I got more stuff in there that's higher yield. And of course, I'm a risk taker. Okay, that's how I got here. I just have to balance my risk so I can stay here for a longer period of time and don't lose my money. Because there is a potential, yes, to lose money. This is not fun and games, guys. That's why I tell you to pay attention to your portfolio. Pay attention to your money. It is your money. Pay attention to your money. Why do you keep dinging me right now? Pay attention to your money, okay, guys? And my car portfolio is dragging its feet, but it's going. Look, you see that yield? That yield's crazy, right? That yield's crazy because I don't have a lot of positions in there. I don't have a lot of positions in there with the lower yield. If I had like another maybe 20 positions in there, yeah, the dividend yield is not going to be up here. It'll be a lot lower. It'll be a lot lower. It's a work in progress. Okay, guys? It's a work in progress. We're 11 grand of the year. I'll take it. Anything is possible. This is estimated. Of course, this is estimated income. Of course, guys, so don't say Edwin the mathing. I keep telling you guys, it's estimated. I use this stuff here as a motivation to motivate me. Just like I'm here every single day making videos to motivate you guys to invest in your future so you can be financially sound. So when you work at UPS and they say, oh, we laying up 20,000 people, you'll be like, okay, what my package is going to be like? What my package is going to be like, right? They laid me off. Okay, I'm getting severance. I've been here for so many years. How much money am I getting? Okay, that'll be the question you'll be asking, right? You remember the last time I was telling you guys when they said, oh, Donald Trump are paying people to quit their job, to leave. If they're going to give me 5 years severance, 10 years severance on my pay, that's over $800,000, almost $1 million for 5 years. Okay, I'll take it. Let me off. Pay me for 5, 10 years, and I'm going to go chill. Because I'm going to put that money into the market. I don't have to go crazy high yield. I need to generate enough for me to live a good life. I will continue to pay me. So if I were one of these people right now that are getting laid off, I would be like, what my package is going to be. Especially if I've been there for 25 years, been there for 10, 15 years, 20 years. You think I'll be worried about, oh, they're about to let me off? I'll be like, nah, bro. When are they going to give me that severance? How much that severance is going to be? Because I know I can flip that money every single month to get to this. And I don't really need to get to this. 60 grand a year for me is great. 100 grand is real, real great. And guys, I don't plan on living in this country. I plan on living outside the U.S. So 60 grand mean living in Colombia with 60 grand a year? I'm a pesos wise, I'm like a trillionaire in Colombia. Pesos wise. Okay? I passed the Bayan status. Okay? And this is serious. This is not a joke, right? We take what money we make in this country for granted, right? And people, they're like, oh, I want to go to the U.S. And they get to the U.S. and realize, oh my God, this is dog eat dog. You're working all day. You get home, you're tired, you're stressed. There's so many things there to take away your money, to spend money on. Okay, guys, so many different things. Now, I love it. I've been in this country for so many years. I love it. My kids were born here, grew up here. Okay, Evie's here right now downstairs screaming her lungs out. She's enjoying her American dream. She got the freedom to go and come whenever she pleases. Yes, that's great. But the other side of that, the racism, all the other stuff, it's not about this channel. But just so you know, we all have to deal with those things, right? This is a financial channel, but doesn't mean financial-wise, if I go to buy a house, somebody want to buy my house, and they come and be like, oh, there's a black guy on this house. Okay, well, we can get him lower money for this house. All those things happen. But you don't have to worry about that when you have money in another country. You still have to deal with it, but it's different. And it's not, I don't have to worry about being shot because I'm putting my phone out and the cops think I'm pulling a gun. I don't have to worry about that. The cops stop me, what you need? My ID or you got my ID. Okay, thank you. Check me. Okay, you ain't got no drugs or weapon. That's it. Go about my business. And keep it moving. Stay safe. But guys, this channel is about making money so you can live the life you want. Whether the life is here in the US or outside the US, that's your business. My job here, if I can get one person or two people to say, hey, Edwin, thank you so much for all the things you do to help me get to where I'm at right now. I can travel the world. I can live what I want to live. My job is done. You don't even have to be able to travel the world. You can be able to pay your cable bill for that $200-$300 or $1,000 you put in this account for the rest of your life. Your card note for the rest of your life. You can always get new cards because you have an account to pay your card note for the rest of your life. You have an account to pay your mortgage for the rest of your life. You don't have to worry about a job. You go to work because you want to, not because you need to. This is why we do this, guys. Okay? Now, I know I'm talking too much. I'm getting out of hand. I know that. But I made that video out there about UPS laying people off. And I say it again. If I want those guys losing my job at this point in my life when I know what I know, man, I'll be like, when they going to give us those severance, bro? When we getting those severance, right? And depending if I'm getting, I don't know what severance package is these days. Last time I got laid off, about 20 years ago. I can't remember now, right? 20 years ago, I think it was. Last time I got laid off from work. 20 years ago, I think it was. Was it 20 years ago or 15 years ago? I can't keep up. But I got a package, $15,000, $12,000, whatever it was. And that money lasted maybe a year. And of course, I wasn't doing all the stuff I'm doing now. But I was, living off that money little by little until I got a job. And then, but now, what I know now, what I know then, I mean, $11,000 is not a lot, of course. It's not a lot. But if I got 11 grand, I'm not going to go pay no bill. I'm going to have to sub it up for a few months until I get another job and invest that money. Have enough to eat. That's it. Food is the more important thing. Right now, it's not hot. I don't really need air conditioning. I just need some electricity in the house if I need to. But you have to survive, guys. So this is serious. And this is just the beginning of this stuff. The longer this stuff goes on, more people are going to be out of work. More people are going to get laid off. It's not only going to affect UPS. It's going to affect other companies, right? Laying people off. 1,000 here, 100 there, 200 there, 300 there. That number adds up. Okay, guys? Remember, invest in your future. Okay? Remember to invest in your future because only you can do it and nobody else can do it for you. Okay, guys? I love you guys. Tomorrow we're going to do another video. Hopefully the market keep up its pace so we can make back some of the money we went down. And with the end coming to Friday where we're going to get some income into the portfolio, we want to make sure that continue to last as we build back up our portfolio and pay down some of these bills. Because I want to be debt free by the end of the year, which is impossible. But I don't want to have no credit card debts. No more. No more credit card debts. I want to be debt free by the end of the year. Okay, guys? I love you guys. Y'all know I love you guys. I'm here doing this because of you guys. Remember to like, share the content. Okay? Comment. I appreciate the comments. So leave your comments, good or bad. I try to respond to pretty much every comment. Okay? If I don't respond, if I just put a like, that means I like it. There's nothing much more to add because you already done too much. Okay, guys? So peace out. We're going to do this again tomorrow.